Now, just waiting for my friend Daral to join because he's having a little difficulty, but it's all good, man. Uh, actually, I'll be right back. Sorry. Sorry about that. Looks like he's having trouble getting in. Okay. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am back once again, and today I have a special guest. It's none other than my rival, my I'm gonna say I'm DC, he's Marvel, but today we're both Marvel. But I would like to introduce once again Daral. He's back with us. Thank you, bro, for taking the time to join me once again.
Oh man, always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, today we're not gonna argue, we're not gonna debate about anything. Maybe later on in the podcast, who knows, we might jump over.
unless you want to bring out some DC.
There we go. Nah,
Uh,
this is we're talking about Marvel today. We're gonna talk about the
okay.
the Sony Spider-Verse, right? And
Oh my gosh,
yeah,
yeah.
bro. So hold up, bro. I think the
Oh,
Sony Spider-Verse is the next MCU. So this is gonna be a fun talk. I think Daryl has
like
a lot
no,
of
I was I
reservations.
was telling I was telling my friend, like, I was just like, is Sony trying to be like WB to, like, to a Warner Brothers to DC? Because, like, I mean, Morbius flopped, and now they're talking about doing like like, nobody who knew who El Muerte is. I'm like, who is this guy? Like, but they're talking about making a movie. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, it's
And
yeah.
hold up, they have Craven the Hunter coming out too. So
Yeah, Craven the Hunter, and then, like, they talk about, like, all these, like, villains that nobody care about, having their own movies. Like, they talk about having like a Sandman movie and like a
yeah,
Rhino movie. I'm like, what? Who cares?
this
Like,
is so crazy. We're already
because, like,
into it. We're already
it's
into it.
just
We're
like,
already yeah, it's crazy.
because, like, that's the thing with Morbius. Like, Morbius in the comics, he's like a C villain. Like, he's like, nobody really knows who Morbius is.
Yeah.
So for them to, like, make a movie and then put, like, it's just like nobody even cared. It was just like, I mean, they like Jared Leto, but I'm just like, man, nobody cared about this movie. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, well, see, this is what we're gonna talk about. I haven't actually seen Morbius yet,
yeah, I never
but
seen it either.
I just hear so many bad things about it.
Oh
And
yeah,
I saw people on
yeah.
TikTok saying, Jared Leto is it's a great actor, but did he forget how to act? Because the past few movies that he's done have left him like he don't know how to act anymore. Because he was the Joker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just touch on DC real quick, right there, right there, right there.
Okay, go ahead,
Okay.
go ahead, go ahead, go
So
ahead.
so I don't hate him as Joker. I think he was a good Joker, especially the deleted stuff. The deleted scene stuff, I think I was like, it was good. I don't like his appearance with the tattoos.
I
Other than the
mean,
tattoos, I could get behind, Jared Leto like that. Like, I wouldn't mind.
yeah, like, cause, like, yeah, he was in Suicide Squad. He was also in the Zack Snyder's, Justice League for a little bit. And,
Yeah.
I kind of like him as the Joker, but I didn't like the that reputation of Joker, with the tattoos and the
Yeah.
gold grill. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what is? He's just like
Well,
so messed up.
well,
Like,
see that's the thing. I think people just don't understand that this version of the Joker is not like the others. A lot of people
yeah,
have speculation that he might be the first Robin, or he could be Jason Todd version of Robin, who turned into the Joker and whatnot. And then like his
hmm
teeth being, all grilled out is because he got beat the crap out of him by Batman. So it's been one of those like uh you know
yeah.
I like the scene that they did in the nightmare sequence that Zack Snyder added at the end.
Yeah,
He actually
yeah, that was good.
that's the only thing he went back and redid. Everything else was already there. He just went back and whatnot. But I didn't hate it. I was like, dude, like this version of Jared Leto's Joker, I would love to see more about. Because there was like sequences of his Joker scene with Harley Quinn, and I love Margot Robbie. She's one.
Hmm.
She's a great actress, and I think she's great for Harley Quinn. But there was scenes with them together that are in the deleted scenes, of the Suicide Squad, which I think that movie sucked. I'm sorry, that movie was
Yeah,
trash.
yeah, that
I
it did suck. And
it
then, like, you know what I mean? So, like, the actors, like, they did their best. Like, Jared Leto
yeah
did his best. Margot Robbie and, like, Will Smith. They did good, portraying the characters, but
yeah
just the story and, like, just how it's written,
yeah.
crap, dude.
Well,
I'm just like,
it
it made no sense. Like,
technically it wasn't written that way. WB went back and they had the people who did
uh,
the trailer for it go back and re-edit it. So that's why the air cut's alive. So we ain't gonna get into that right now. We're gonna talk about Sony. So we're talking about Morbius, right? Okay, Morbius is the
all
first thing I
right.
have here. I think, okay, again, I haven't seen it. I've heard
Yeah, me neither.
different takes. Did you not watch it because you didn't care for the character or what?
Well, like the only reason, like when I first heard about it, I was actually really excited about it because I was like, oh, Morbius, that'd be kind of cool to see his own movie because like the only other movie we've seen from like Sony was like Venom, that was like a spinoff of the Spider-Man series. So
Yeah.
so I was excited to see it, but then like it was just like then all the bad reviews, and then like the fact that Sony went back and removed all the East, because that's the one we all were watching
Yeah.
to watch all the Easter eggs
Yeah.
and all the tie-ins to the Spider-Man universe.
Yeah.
But then I heard Sony removed every tie-in and every Easter egg. I was just like, what's the point of even watching this? And then like all the
Your video
hold
went
on.
off.
Yeah, give me 1 second here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put it in the charger and then like, all right. And then so I was just like, what's the point of watching this? And then like, so I never watched it. And
Yeah.
I just never watched it. So that's why.
Well, yeah, because like when I was excited to watch it, but and then yeah, when I started hearing that they were taking out like the tie-ins to Spider-Man, I was just like,
Uh huh.
come on, man, like come
Yeah.
on,
Come
like
on,
I
man.
think the major reason they did that is because they didn't know which Spider-Man they were gonna have in that universe. Like I know they kept
I thought
saying
I thought
what.
I thought it was rumors was talking about it was that Andrew Garfield Spider Verse. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, but I think at first it was supposed to be Tom Holland before those rumors started. Like it was like supposed because there was that cut scene, right? Well, there was it was on the trailer, right? They cut it out
Well,
where he met the
yeah,
Vulture, right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
that Vulture was supposed to be Tom Holland, so that's why everybody thought that that's what he was
Oh
gonna
yeah,
do.
right.
So they
But then
cut all
like,
those
cause
pieces out to leave it
but
like
in the scene, where they cut out what we saw in the trailer was
mhm.
they had it was the first Spider-Man poster in the background.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Toby
Yeah,
Maguire one,
so
yeah.
yeah, Tobey Maguire. Yeah, I couldn't think of his
Yeah.
name for a second. I was like, the first one.
This guy. You call yourself a Marvel fan, you don't even know the
I
actor,
know,
bro.
right? It just
uh,
slipped my mind. Like what's his name? The
yeah.
first one.
No, yeah, that's what I said. And then I had some of my friends, they were like, nah, it's Andrew. I'm like, that doesn't even look like the Andrew one. So I had to pull up. It was in one of the podcasts I did way, way before. I was like, no, this is proof that this is Toby Maguire's Spider-Man and everything. But yeah, like a lot of that, it just got me. And I was just like, the other thing that kind of turned me away from seeing this movie is that why is he an anti-hero? Why is he not just a
Yeah.
villain? Even if we can see villain movies, like we saw the Joker, right? The Joker movie from
Well, like, yeah. I mean, that
they
was a
could have done
villain
that.
movie, but then like, because even like Morbius, even I just remember I never really read him in the comics. The only time I really remember him was in the animated series from the '90s, the Spider-Man animated series, and then like even then he wasn't really like a villain. I mean, he was a vampire, so he had to like he had to suck blood to live, but then
Yeah,
he wasn't really like trying because he was also a scientist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he wasn't really like an evil guy. Like he wasn't. He was just getting sucking your blood to
But
live.
you could say the same thing for every villain that's a Spider-Man villain. Like, let's say, okay, Venom, for example, right? He's an anti-hero
Yeah.
now, but in the past, he was a villain. He was a big villain for Spider-Man. And then they
Yeah.
did the
True.
same thing with Vulture in the new one. But now, because I do give
No,
him that.
Vulture was really evil though. Like, cause
No, no,
he
no, yeah,
killed that.
I give him that. I just think that they fixed it with them forgetting Peter Parker was Spider-Man, or who Peter Parker was. I think that's good because Vulture can be mad at Spider-Man again. He don't remember Peter Parker being
Yeah.
Spider-Man. So they fixed it there. But I heard another thing that the Vulture is moved over to Morbius into that universe. Like he jumped from one universe to the other one, and I'm
Uh
like,
huh.
why? Why do that? It's kind of like what they did with Venom. They put Venom in the MCU and they took him out.
Yeah.
And I was just like, come on,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. I was like, come on, but like, somebody said that. Somebody said that like with Tom Hardy as Venom, I mean, it's gonna do big numbers. So I didn't want to just add him to the list of because they already had like 5 villains in that movie already.
Yeah.
So if they're gonna add Venom, they're not gonna add him to the other
That
villains. And
that doesn't excuse them from taking Tom Hardy out of the
I
MCU
know,
for me.
right?
I just hated the fact that they
Yeah,
did it. Sony added that at the end to make it seem that, oh, we're so connected. I think it's Sony do exactly what you said. What Warner Brothers doing to DC, Sony
yeah,
is
they're trying to
doing to
sabotage.
Marvel, and I
But
just don't
like,
like
I
it.
mean, but like I feel like there's still he could still come back, and then like they're gonna make a bigger Spider-Man versus Venom movie.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully if they're smart, but we don't know. We don't
Yeah,
know, but
I just saw
hopefully.
that little bit of that, like the Venom
Oh yeah, a
symbiote
little piece of
state.
Venom.
So
Yeah,
like I think
yeah.
MCU
So
I think they could do a better version of it. But yeah, what do you think about the Green Goblin and Doctor Octopus? Like what do you think about them? Are they gonna show up in the Tom
oh man,
Holland's universe or what? Like what do you think?
I hope so because I love the actors. Alfred Molina and the
But
Green Goblin.
you would actually want those actors back to be Tom Hardy, I
Yeah.
mean Tom Holland's? I wouldn't. I wouldn't
Why?
because
Why?
we already seen them, bro. Like we already seen them, but in a
But
different
they
universe.
did such a good job.
I
You know
know,
what I
I
mean? I
know,
want to see him back. I
I
want to see
know.
Jamie Foxx back. I want to see like all
I
them
don't
back.
want to
You
see
know what I
Jamie
mean?
Foxx. I don't. I
Oh,
really.
come
I
on.
didn't really care for Jamie Foxx to come back. I
Oh, are
just thought
you serious? Why?
he was comedic relief. That's it. That's all I found him as. And
I
then
mean, he was, he
Sandman,
was.
Sandman was trash, bro. I was
Oh
just
yeah,
like,
no, oh yeah. Sandman, they didn't care about. It. They used old clips from the
I know they
old
did the
movies,
same
like
with the lizard, right?
Blizzard
They-
too. Yeah,
I
it was
know. I was
just
just
like
like, I was upset. I was really
yeah,
upset, man.
but yeah, I mean, like yeah, I didn't like that those
Okay,
guys, but you know what I mean.
I give you that. Doctor Octopus and Green Goblin, William Defoe and
But William Dafoe, Alfred Molina,
yeah, Melina. Yeah, I like them too, right? But
yeah,
it's time, bro. They're older, you know.
yeah, they are, but they
The
still did a
only
great
thing
job, man.
I
Like
want to see Willem Dafoe do is be the Joker for an older Batman. That's it. That's all I want.
okay,
That's all I
oh yeah,
want.
he does that.
The,
He does have that face that look like that. Yeah,
yeah,
that Joker
I've
face.
always wanted him to be the Joker, bro. And every time they cast a new Joker, I was just like, come on,
Yeah.
man, we need a new version of the Joker. But yeah,
Okay,
okay,
so let
yeah.
me tell you about this. Okay, so I was telling my friend like I was telling my friend I don't know if I told you this like when in the end of the Batman movie when they showed the kid who was in Eternals as the Joker, right?
Mhm.
Now and I was just like if they would have been smart, they would have casted Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker in that universe. But they were like, but he was saying, "Oh, it's a different universe," even though it's DC. Why didn't they connect it? You know?
Because it's Elseworld. That's why. Okay,
Oh
see
my
the
god!
the Batman.
Oh,
No, no, no. The Batman takes. It's the same thing with what Marvel did with the Spider-Man. They brought him into the universe because they just saying it was a different timeline. Anyways, so the Batman takes place in Earth 2. Joker takes place in Elseworld. And then
Elseworld?
the
What? Oh, I didn't. Okay, I didn't know that.
Elseworld DC, like DC universe. They have
Okay, a different universe.
yeah, a timeline of the Elseworld where different things happen, right? Just like Zack Snyder's his universe is a separate, it's like the Nightmare universe. It's the Injustice universe, basically. That's what he did his. So technically DC still has a chance to make everything up. Anyways, but it's
It's just too
basically
confusing.
No,
Yeah,
I
it's
know it
just
is.
confusing.
But isn't it confusing for a person who just started watching the MCU, like just got into the MCU? If you
I
haven't,
mean,
if you don't, that's why I told you, if you don't have that timeline and you don't follow it, it's so confusing. It's so like I don't know where to start. Do I have to start
the
from the
thing,
beginning?
because prior to like No Way Home, you knew the MCU. You knew that what's happening on them happening with them. Like you don't care about. It wasn't until like Spider-Man, No Way Home introduced like the original Spider-Mans, like
But
the Toby's and the
you're talking
Andrew.
about fans, the fans of these movies, not casual fans that don't understand. Like
Yeah, casual fans, because I get all the time because people just like, oh yeah, X-Men, blah blah blah. X-Men's from a Fox, like they're not in the MCU, like what I mean. So it's just like, yeah,
you're gonna
it's a
say
little
that DC's
confusing.
confusing. I'm saying MCU's
Oh
confusing
yeah,
too, you know. But I like the fact that they're getting their properties back because everything is gonna make
yeah.
sense now. Like that's
Because like I mean, if you didn't know, you think you see Marvel, but then there's a big difference between Marvel Entertainment, which is like what Fox had and
mhm,
Sony have is Marvel Entertainment and
yeah,
Marvel Studios.
yeah.
So
Now
there's a
it's
big
Marvel
difference.
Studios though, but everything's coming back because everything's going back to
But
Disney.
not everything. Not everything. I mean, but still, Sony still owns like Spider Man and all the like Spider Man
They have a
properties.
timeline, don't they? They have an expiration
You
date.
know,
They do.
I don't think so. I mean, it's just like they're making so much money off of Spider Man, because we was like, oh, why don't Disney just buy Sony and or buy Spider Man from Sony? And they're just like, I mean, Spider Man makes so much money
Yep.
off of Sony makes so much money off of Spider Man that they're not even thinking about selling them or anything like that. So
Yeah.
because like how the deal works is that they it's like they still own Spider Man, they just kind of leasing them out. So like
Yeah.
they're kind of leasing them to like Marvel to
Yeah,
use, and
but see,
Marvel will
this is
like
the
split
thing.
the profits.
Sony they have enough Spider-Man in their in their pocket that they're good. They don't need Tom Holland. They could just leave him into a different, just let the MCU do whatever they want. And
But like no, but they can't do that because like Sony
I
still
know
owns
they have
Tom
the
Holland
property. Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah.
Yes,
And
so
that's
like
what sucks.
even like because Marvel like they gotta get Sony's permission. They had to get Sony permission to use them in the Avengers movie and like the Captain America movies and.
Yeah.
So it's just like it
That's
kind
the
of
part that
sucks.
gets so complicated, bro. Because like, what
Yeah,
happened to the Sinister Six, right? Like, what happened to that?
yeah.
Like that thing just disappeared. It was like we're gonna do the Sinister Six, and now what are they gonna do? I would love for Andrew Garfield to face certain villains. Like I do want Tom Holland to face off the Sinister Six. Nobody else. Like I do want Andrew to face off with like Tom Hardy and Morbius, his Jared
Hmm.
Leto's Morbius, and then somebody else. But like I want the Sinister Six just to be for Tom Holland because the MCU would do a better movie with them
Oh
if
yeah,
they had those
the MC
characters
would do a better movie,
than
but
Sony
like
because Sony, bro, come on, man. Sony's getting on my nerves, bro. For real.
yeah,
They're really
yeah,
getting
they
the
are there.
the only Spider-Man universe that's good, that's really great is the Into the Spider-Verse. That's like I'm
Oh
like
yeah, yeah,
I
into
have
the
no
Spider
problem
Verse, yeah,
because it's
yeah,
animated.
that was a good one. Yeah,
Yeah. I can't wait for the next one because now what they pushed it back a year, right?
yeah, I think it comes out to 2023, I believe, or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe 2024, maybe I
and
don't know.
and and
I
that
think
and that's cool,
2023.
and I'm good with that. Like I don't mind. Like if they could fix the story a little bit, do whatever they need to, they go from one universe to another. That'd be cool. But I think Sony should just give up the characters because they're not going to do any better. I know that's
Yeah,
their money maker, right? That's their money maker because
yeah,
they have that.
that's yeah. So that's the cash
But
cow. So they're not gonna do it, but
yeah,
I mean,
because
if they, I mean, in the perfect world, they probably, they would, but
yeah,
I don't know.
because El Muerto, nobody cares about that movie. Nobody's gonna care.
Yeah,
Like it's cool. It's a Spanish, actor now, but it is
yeah, it's like
Bad
Bad
Bunny, bro. Hold
Bunny.
up, it's
I
Bad
know,
Bunny. No, I
yeah,
don't.
Bad Bunny, but
I'm
like
not even a
nobody
Bad Bunny
cares. I don't
fan, bro. I'm
know.
just like, get out of here. Okay, hold up. Why are they doing a Hispanic? I get it, right? You know what they should have done to
What?
compete against DC's Blue Beetle? They should have went with Miles Morales. That would have been perfect.
Oh yeah,
Why
like
couldn't
a
they
live
do?
action,
They could have
like a
had
live
Miles
action Miles
Morales,
Morales.
yeah, with Toby Maguire. That would have been perfect. Perfect
Yeah,
age. Perfect age. I thought it would be great, to introduce him there. But man, it's so frustrating because it's like Marvel, right? Marvel Studios wants to do so much, but Sony is like,
yeah.
not with our without our consent,
I, yeah, consent. But like, I mean, Marvel, they got so much stuff going on. Like, they got like Doctor Strange coming out. They got like,
Okay,
you
yeah,
know, Thor,
okay.
Love and Thunder. You know, I mean, they have a lot of stuff going on.
Let's get into that. Okay, so
All
for
right.
me, my opinion on the multiverse of madness, right? Mom, in other words, right?
Yeah, mom.
I I think this is where the MCU can either have way too many characters that they don't know what to do with,
Oh
or
yeah.
two, they can restart the MCU again. That's the option I like, that they're like restarting. And remember that I sent you that article of like how they want to restart with Captain Marvel and all these people, Miss Marvel.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
I don't want that to happen, but I do want
Yeah.
a version of that to happen, because we,
Yeah.
we kind of do need kind of like a soft reboot of the MCU, because I feel like we made it to the end timeline, like what else
The
can you
end.
do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, like you know, the end game that kind of ended like like Captain America's character and and Iron Man character, but like I mean, all the stuff with like the variants and multiverse. I mean, they could do so much with it. So that's why this movie, Doctor Strange is gonna be so crazy because they're gonna have the multiverse. So like any character from like they could just bring a variant. Like they have like a Tony Stark variant
Yeah.
with Tom Cruise, the Spirit Spider Man.
That's
That's
not gonna
rumors.
happen.
We don't know.
That's
I
not
mean,
gonna
that's
happen.
rumors. But, I mean, I hope so, man.
No, it's not.
I'm
It's not
hoping
gonna
so.
happen, bro.
I hope
It's
why?
not.
Why you say
No,
that? Oh
it's
man,
not
I
gonna
hope
happen,
so.
bro. It's not,
Why? Why?
because
How
Tom
you
Cruise
know?
he's busy doing
No,
Mission
man.
Impossible, bro. He is, and he's recording
No,
all that back to back. If he
I'm hoping for it, man.
if
I'm
he's
hoping
in
for
it,
it,
he's
man.
in there for like a cameo. He's not there for a long
Yeah.
period of time. He's gonna be one of the first ones that Wanda kills. That's what I think. I
No,
yeah,
no, no.
he's gonna be part of the
Oh,
Illuminati. He's gonna
God.
be part of the Illuminati, and then Wanda's just gonna kill everybody. Dude, this is gonna be what, the third time that Professor Xavier dies, bro. Do we need to see Patrick Stewart die
So
again? He's gonna
okay,
die.
so okay, hold up. So you think in this movie,
Yeah.
Wanda's gonna be the main villain in this movie? She's gonna
No,
kill
I don't.
everybody?
I think it's gonna be a version of Wanda, but it's Wanda being manipulated. A lot of people say there's gonna be Mephisto, manipulating Wanda, which I kind of see that, but I don't
Uh,
know. I
I
don't.
don't know.
I don't know if it's gonna be the version of Mephisto that they're gonna actually do, but I just feel like somebody is manipulating Wanda to be who she's turning into, because it looks like she faces off with herself in a different universe, and I'm pretty sure that
Yeah.
that other universe. It looks to me that that's the universe that has the kids. So I don't know if she's
Okay.
going back in time to find that timeline where she had the Wanda vision, where she had the kids, and steal it from her, or I don't
Hmm.
know. I don't know exactly what's gonna happen, because there's the House of M, storyline with the Marvel.
Yeah. No more meetings. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
so a lot of people are trying to take it to that, but I'm like, the what if the series kind of seems like what Multiverse of Madness is gonna be. You know, it's gonna be that, like, it's gonna be what if in live action, but a variant version of that, because you get Supreme Doctor Strange too.
I know, right? You get Captain Carter with the shield.
Yeah,
You get all that, man. So
like
it's
you
gonna be
get to
crazy.
watch it on Thursday, right? You get to watch it on Thursday.
I'm actually seeing it on Wednesday.
Oh damn.
Yeah, like yeah, because my cosplay group, they're like somebody from Marvel emailed them, was like, hey, you want to see a screening on Wednesday? I'm like,
Oh
yes.
damn.
So yeah, we gotta get there early though, because it's gonna be sold out. It's gonna be packed out. So if you don't get there early, you're not gonna get a seat.
Yeah.
So you're gonna
Well,
turn your way.
I always get my tickets and try to get like the furthest back, because I hate people behind me. They get on my nerves. Like when I watched the No Way Home, I got upset because people behind me just kept yelling, and I'm like, bro, I can't even hear. Shut up, bro. Like
I
clap,
know,
yeah,
right?
but like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, dude,
that's true.
please stop, man. I was just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
so like when we went to go watch the Batman, my friends, we just sat all the way in the back. I was like, I don't care, y'all can complain all y'all want. I'm like, I'm gonna sit all the way in the back because I don't want to hear anybody behind me kicking and screaming and whatnot. It'll get annoying. And
Yeah.
the same thing for
That
Doctor
is
Strange. And dude, the other thing about Doctor Strange, this movie, right? It's shorter, right, than No Way Home. It's like 2 hours and
yeah, I think
20.
yeah, like, it's like 2.5 hours, something like
Do
that.
you think that's actually enough time to go through it? It has to be
Yeah,
nonstop. There's
yeah,
no
it has to
slow.
be nonstop. Yeah,
There's Yeah, it can't slow down, man. Because if it does, that's gonna be
yeah.
like,
This is gonna be it.
yeah. So what do you think? What do you think? What are your expectations for this movie? What are you
Yeah, very
expecting
high.
out of it? Like,
It's gonna be very high. It's gonna be a game changer. I think it's gonna be like it's gonna be because like they're introducing like all the like all the characters from like all the multiverse. So I don't know if they're gonna stay because it's gonna be like I don't know if they're gonna do like a No Way Home where how they introduce all the like the Tobey Maguire, all the Spider-Mans, and they go back to their home at the
yeah.
end of the movie. So I don't know, but hopefully they'll introduce like all the some new characters from the multiverse and have them stay, and so that could change the universe of Marvel right now.
Do you think
But
that what's called that this is right after No Way Home then?
yeah, I believe so because because some because like I think at the end of No Way Home, a lot of people were assuming that Doctor Strange he kind of got on a power trip, where he just like losing control of his power. When Wong was telling him, don't do that spell, don't do that spell, and then he did it. So he kind of lost control. That's when the evil Doctor Strange comes, I think. I don't know, but that's what people
Yeah.
assume. So I think this happened right after No Way Home.
Yeah. Well, I think it is because it seems like, again, like the what if you saw the what if series, right?
Yeah. What if?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he like that Doctor Strange wanted to be more powerful so he could save what's that girl's
So he
name?
could save
What's her
his
name?
fiance or his
His
girlfriend at the time.
Yeah. So, but he would go
Yeah.
back and back and back and trying to like redo it, and he
Hmm.
just has to get more powerful and stuff like that. So, I think this is where they're gonna call out, like the Illuminati are gonna call this Doctor Strange and say, "We need help because this other Doctor Strange is coming out of nowhere. You kind of messed up the timeline, so we kind of need your help to fix the timeline that you
No,
created
but is it?
with this."
I thought that he was actually going on trial himself because like they're like the Illuminati because remember Mordo was talking to Doctor Strange. He was just like the Illuminati wants to see you now,
Mhm.
and then because I think he just lost control of power and then like all these messing up the timeline and all that.
Well, that's what
Maybe
like
I don't.
that's what I'm thinking. Like they call him into the Illuminati call him into court and be like, okay, well, you
Uh-huh.
created this timeline of this version of yourself, so we kind of need you to fix this. And then he asked Wanda to help him, and Wanda's just like, more power, I'm gonna do this, you know. And like, you remember that they have a scene, where they in the trailer where it says things just got out of hand, it's just like,
Yeah, sure.
dude, I'm really excited to see that three-eyed Doctor Strange, bro. I'm really excited for
Oh
that
yeah,
because
it's
I feel like
insane, man.
he's gonna have like foresight or something, because he's gonna be able to see to the future and stuff like that. Like, he's gonna be like the Watcher in a sense, I guess. Have that kind of. Do you
Yeah,
think the Watcher's gonna show up?
maybe. I mean, maybe do like my parents. I like could be like a little cameo like they did in the Guardians too. I
Yeah,
don't know, but we'll see. We'll
yeah.
see.
You don't seem that
Because
excited, but
like
you're
because
like
no
scared.
no no
You're scared.
no like it's just like 'cause, I mean there's because I've seen the trailer so many times. There's a scene um where it looked like Doctor Strange. He was just like look like he's going through dimensions, like where he's like
Yeah,
stretching and go through different dimensions. So they might just throw anything in like one dimension and he pops in and it pops out another dimension. So they might just do that. You know what I mean?
yeah. I'm excited though. I don't know when I'm gonna watch it yet. I might watch it Friday. Might watch it Saturday. I'm not sure yet. But
Oh,
I am.
you didn't get tickets yet?
No, I haven't gotten my ticket yet. Yeah,
Oh man, you gotta get tickets, bro.
yeah, bro. I know. I know. But it's all good, dude. Like, I went to go watch Spider-Man after that again, like a week later, and it was fine. Like, they had tickets, so even if I watch it a week
Oh
late,
man,
it's not bad.
yeah, you waited, but then like the thing with Spider Man was that I mean, we went to see on Friday, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
and then like on Thursday, it was just like trying to avoid like spoilers. It was ridiculous. Like I
I
was,
bet.
because people online was, and then like we were at home at a con,
Yeah,
and I was just like I had to walk away from people talking about it. Like I didn't want to get spoiled.
yeah.
So it was just like yeah, it is ruthless, man. They're gonna talk about spoilers like right after Thursday. So
Yeah. So, but
that's
we're
how
gonna
you guys see it.
we will see. And then Thor's coming out early, like earlier than I thought. I thought it was gonna come out later in the year or something like that. But yeah,
Yeah,
we're
it comes out
getting.
in July.
That's
July.
crazy, man. It's not even that far.
Mhm.
What do you think about Lady Thor? You think she's gonna stay, or you think she's gonna leave? She's gonna die.
I don't know what there's there's talks about like Lady Thor like replacing Thor in the Avengers. So, but
Like, I don't really
because
care for that.
there's rumors that like this will be like Chris Hemsworth's last movie, and then like Lady Thor is gonna replace him.
I doubt it because
I mean,
I feel like Thor's gonna show up in the Guardians movie. I saw the Guardians show up in
Um,
this one, right? But I
yeah,
don't know.
Guardians gonna show up this one, but in the trailer, I mean, they could be like just pulling everybody, but you see in the trailer, like you see like the Guardians leaving them,
Yeah,
leaving Thor, and Thor just like bye, and then that's
yeah,
when all this happened.
yeah,
But because it's supposed to be Gordon the God killer.
yeah.
He's a main villain in this movie, so he goes around killing all these gods, and then like so I don't know. Thor might I don't
You think
know.
we're gonna see Beta Ray?
Maybe. I mean, probably maybe.
Because everybody, I saw people putting in speculations that there's a third person there, and I'm like, it's just
Yeah.
Spider-Man again, bro. What are you talking about? Because like in
Yeah,
Civil War,
get
you
better
remember
at
Civil
doing.
War where they cut him out, and
Yeah,
I was just like, it's the same thing, bro. It's Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Everybody's saying that he's gonna show up again, so I wouldn't mind, if he sacrificed himself. I actually like that story, that Tobey Maguire would sacrifice himself.
right.
I don't hate it. I think it's really good. But I think Thor is gonna be a good. I think it's gonna be a good movie. It looks good.
Oh yeah, Thor's
Taika
gonna be great,
Waititi
man.
is awesome.
Yeah,
I loved Thor. What's it called?
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. But
Hmm.
it doesn't make sense in the time. Like for me, if you go through a trilogy, I don't think that trilogy really makes sense. I think the third one is the
Why?
best because it just is. I know it progresses. It's like Thor's growth, right? Throughout
Hmm.
the first one, I love the first one. I didn't hate it. I thought it was good. The second one, I really
Yeah, I
didn't
love it.
care
I
for.
actually love the first one. The
Yeah,
second one was just like it was okay,
you
but
know
I
who
didn't
I
hate it.
love? You know who stole the show for me? Loki. He stole the show for me in the second one.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was. He
Loki
was
stole
probably
the
the best
show.
part of the movie.
Yeah, especially when
Yeah,
he
he
like
was.
switched to Captain America at one point.
Yeah,
I
Chris
just
Evans. Yeah, that was like the best part.
yeah.
He
Um
really stole the movie. I mean, it wasn't bad, but like a lot of people say it was like the worst Marvel movie, which I don't think
no,
so. The
I don't
worst Marvel.
I don't think it's the worst, but I do think it's the
No.
worst Thor movie.
Oh yeah,
I
it's the worst Thor movie, but it's not the worst. Like the worst Marvel movie. There's a lot worse. There's a lot worse. Like
yeah, we
Captain
got
Marvel.
yeah, exactly. Dude, I had a feeling you were gonna just say, bro, why do you hate Captain Marvel? Is it
I
because of
hate
Brie
Captain
Larson?
Marvel.
Is
Like
it because of Brie
I
Larson?
just hate it. Like it's like first of all, I like Brie Larson. I mean, she has that Vin Diesel face where it's just like she
What?
has. She does
What?
the
The
same
Van
facial
Diesel face?
expression for every. Yeah, like happy, sad, angry.
Uh,
Whatever. Like it's the same facial expression. It's just
oh
like
god.
there's no difference. So,
Uh,
but other than that, I just hate Captain Marvel because the same reason why I hate you know um Miss Marvel, that new show coming out. Like I don't know, since like because I've been a Marvel fan all my life, and it's just like since like I think it started like maybe early 2000. For some reason, Marvel just started to like force feed like Captain Marvel. Like they just like Captain Marvel in the comics back in the day. She was really nobody. She was just like somebody that
was she a guy at one point?
that was Captain Marvel, but Carol Danvers was actually Miss Marvel, who
Oh, okay.
Rogue just took her powers from, and then
Oh,
she was in the
yeah.
hospital. Yeah,
Yeah, okay, 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 okay. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, that's Carol Danvers. That's Miss Marvel, and then like she was in the hospital forever, and then like for some reason like in the early mid 2000. Marvel decided to reboot her and made her this uber powerful and like just force people down her throats, and we're like,
yeah.
oh, like nobody wanted it, but then like
Yeah.
and so that's why nobody likes her, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
same thing with Miss Marvel, like the little Kamala Khan.
Yeah.
It was just like, they just keep forcing her, like, and people
Uh,
just like, we don't want her.
yeah.
But then like they just, like I don't know. So it's like it's like the if you're into wrestling,
I am.
back in like early 2000 or not, like early 2010s when they're forcing Roman Reigns on everybody's throat and
I
everybody
remember that,
hated him.
bro.
Yeah,
Remember me and you
oh,
arguing about it? We
yeah,
argued
like
about it
everybody
then
hated.
too.
Oh,
It was always
everybody
an
hated
argument.
Roman Reigns.
No,
They were
I
just
told you.
forcing him, like,
I told you that Roman Reigns was gonna be a big star, and you're like, nah, it's
yeah,
never gonna
yeah,
happen. And I was
yeah.
like,
Never
bro,
happened
I
because people just
nobody could
forcing him
say
and like,
nobody could say I was a bandwagon fan. I loved. I could tell you this right now that Roman Reigns has the same three moves, and I'm annoyed just because the
yeah,
same three
yeah.
moves.
It
He
does.
has the Superman punch, the spear, and then what's the other thing that he does? The big clothesline. That's it. That's all he has.
Oh yeah,
Three big moves, and that's it. That's all he has. And I'm just like,
but
I'm
like,
getting
see,
tired.
yeah, like people just got tired of him, and then like when he started becoming like a like a villain and teaming up with like Paul Heyman, and then people start liking him. And now
Yeah.
now he's good, but like
Yeah.
just like
So you
the back
saying
then he just
you're saying Carol Danvers needs to be bad. That's what you're saying.
well like
So
she
you
needs to
can
die
like her.
really. She needs to die, right? And then like
What?
because even in Endgame, everyone's like fighting Thanos' army, and then like all of a sudden Carol Danvers appear, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, there's Captain Marvel!" And they're like, she just punches Thanos, and Thanos is just like, "Yo,
They tried. She didn't
it's
Brie Larson go in an interview saying I could have killed Thanos by myself,
yeah,
and I'm
right."
like, dude, shut up.
Yo,
Okay,
stop! I
who
know, right, right,
who's
right.
the
I was just like, "Shut up!" Like, yo,
who's the most powerful MCU character? Who do you think is the most powerful right now in
well,
MCU? Not in the comic books, in the
uh,
MCU now.
well, like they said that on the Wanda, they said on the WandaVision show that it is Wanda, but she's very powerful. Um, I mean, because her powers are just like she could make anything, just manipulate anything. So she's very powerful. I'm trying to think who could be more powerful than her.
You're gonna say
Uh,
Carol Danvers, bro. Just go ahead and say it. I know you
heck
want to.
no,
You,
heck no,
bro, you want to say
no,
it. I can
no,
see your
no,
face. You're like, I
no,
want to
no,
say it. I'm
no,
gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. It's smart.
no,
It's
no.
Captain Marvel.
I'm going with Wanda. I'm going with Wanda on that
Yeah,
one.
I do say Wanda is the strong. I think she's the most powerful. Like the most powerful. Sorry,
Yeah,
most powerful. But do you think she's gonna become a villain? Who do you think is the main villain? Sorry, I know we're going back to
yeah.
mom, but
Mom.
but but who do you think? Who do you think is the main villain?
I'm not. I still don't know yet because it could be Wanda, it could be like Dark Doctor Strange, it could be Mephisto, like some people talk about. So it could be anybody. We don't know yet.
No, I
I still
know
don't
we
know.
don't know, but who do you think? Who do you want it to be?
Um,
You don't think Kang is gonna be in there somehow?
Kang is supposed to be an Ant Man, so I doubt he's gonna be like
That's
in.
true. That's true.
I don't think Kang is gonna be in there. Um, I I mean, I don't know. I don't have enough information, but if I had to guess, I would say somebody like you said, like somebody manipulating Wanda.
Yeah.
That could be it.
Yeah. Well,
Because Wanda really all she wanted is her boys back. So
yeah.
her boys. So
You
she's
think we'll
willing to
see
do anything.
Magneto? Sorry for cutting you.
Um, maybe I don't know. I mean, there's all these rumors about Wolverine on being a Deadpool and all this. I mean, so we don't know.
The Deadpool thing is gonna be funny if he does show up.
If he does show, right?
Yeah. But if Wolverine shows up, I'm gonna be excited. You think it's gonna be a new character, like a recast of Wolverine?
I don't know, man. I love Hugh Jackman so much, man. I hope
Yeah.
it's Hugh Jackman, but
But dude, you
we don't
can't bring
know.
him back. That's what I'm saying, bro.
I know
You gotta
you
let the
can't.
past go, bro. Man, damn.
No, but he's like the perfect Wolverine though,
I
man.
know. The same thing with Professor X. I love Patrick Stewart.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
him over James McAvoy, and I love James McAvoy. James McAvoy is a great actor, but I don't think
Yeah.
he's the Professor X that I wanted to see.
But yeah, Patrick was getting old. You can't have him forever, you know what I mean? You gotta have
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You
him
gotta let Willem Dafoe go. You gotta let Alfred Molina go. You gotta let all these older characters go, bro. Like you gotta let them put to rest and get them
I
recast.
mean, if they recast somebody, then I mean, I'll see how it is, man. But I don't know. It depends on the actor and see how they do it.
Okay. So do you think Lady Thor, sorry, we're gonna go back to Thor,
All
Love and
right,
Thunder.
it's all
So
right.
do you think that Lady Thor is like she became Lady Thor because she actually had cancer, like in I guess the comic book run, right? It was like that. She
The
had
comic
like
book run.
yeah. Do you think she's gonna become Lady Thor there, like because of that?
I don't know. I don't know. Let's see how they do it. I don't know. All know that she came back in the trailer. She looked like she been like working out because she got some guns. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I'm just like, yo, what the world?
I know,
So,
right?
uh,
So you don't. What do you think about that movie? You think it's gonna be good? You think it's gonna be? You get like you said, like Thor. This is the last Thor movie we're gonna see. So it's like a send off. What do you think?
it's gonna be a great. You know, I love Thor so much, so it's
Yeah,
just like it's gonna be awesome regardless. But
yeah,
yeah, it's gonna be awesome, man. Because like Tiki, with the Ragnarok, that was like my favorite Marvel movie beside the Avengers Infinity War Endgame. So
yeah.
it's gonna be awesome, man. You know, it could be a setup. We don't know yet. I mean, because it looks like the trailer how they set it up. It looked like Thor's like setting off like, yeah, this is my last run. You see him walk away from the axe and like stuff like that. So
Hmm.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll
You
see.
think it's gonna bleed into like or like like prepare us for like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? You think it's gonna because James Gunn did say that this is the last outing for this version of Guardians of
Yeah.
the Galaxy. So I'm like, okay, this is like a send off. That'd be cool if they put Thor in there and like he's the new like leader of that. Because didn't wasn't there like a timeline where Thor became like the leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy? It was like a different team. It was like a mixed team with somebody else.
Maybe. I'm not quite sure.
I kind of feel like I did see that somewhere. Like I didn't really read Marvel comics. I did mostly DC
Yeah.
because it's mostly DC all the time. So, but yeah, like I don't know because I'm excited. I'm excited to see Guardians of the Galaxy. I did the second one had good elements. It's just I felt like that movie kind of flopped in the sense
Yeah.
of
The
like
second one. Yeah.
yeah.
But
So
but honestly, everybody loved the first Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't hate it, but it was not like my favorite. You know what I mean? Anything like that. I actually enjoyed the second one better. So
really, oh wow,
yeah,
I
yeah.
I
Then the first one. I don't know. The first one was just like, I don't know.
I
It
like
was
the first
okay.
one. I like the first one.
I
The
mean,
first one.
it was okay. Like it didn't like knock me on the socks or anything, but it was a good movie.
Yeah. All right. So what do you think that where do you think Marvel goes from here? Like honest opinion, where do you think MCU goes from this from all these movies because these movies seem like they either take place before or after Doctor Strange, but I feel like Doctor Strange is a reboot or like the reset button. So what do you think? Do you think there's going to be like another Avengers movie cuz I know Kevin Feige said recently, right, that he doesn't see another Avengers movie and I think he's saying that for now because he needs to build up the MCU once again, because we got the Fantastic
Yeah.
Four, we got the X-Men that are showing up. What do you think about that? What do you think about what do you think we're gonna see now?
Well,
Like what's next?
like I mean, Kevin Feige, he's so smart. I mean, he got like the next. I mean, I was just read an article the other day where he's like they're already planning the next 10 years for
Yeah.
Marvel. So, and then if you look at the time, you look at the stuff they have planned coming out. Like there's I think it's the Dark Avengers, maybe it was a Dark Avengers or something like that. Like
Yeah.
it's like maybe like a Dark Avengers or like a new Avengers movie coming out.
Yeah.
So that one's gonna be like a new team with like new people. So I'm excited for that. But I mean, they have so much stuff coming out, and it's just like what I mean. Like I put all my trust in Kevin Feige because like
Yeah.
if you would have told me like a few years ago, like oh yeah, they're gonna make a show about Moon Knight. I'm like, who the heck is Moon Knight? You know what I
Oh,
mean?
I knew
And
about
it,
Moon Knight.
yeah,
I knew about Moon Knight.
I mean, I didn't really know anything about Moon Knight. I mean, like I saw like a few stuff from him,
Yeah.
and like but I didn't know anything about Moon Knight. And then like, so I was like, they're gonna make a show. I'll watch it, and that show came out really good.
Yeah.
The Hawkeye show with Kate Bishop that was really good, and all the other shows that he came out with. So
Yeah.
I just put my faith in Kevin Feige, even though Eternals, like I personally like Eternals, but a lot of people like they hated
No, I
Eternals.
did I did too. And let me tell you why I like the Eternals. Because
Okay,
even the director said it. Even that I read that afterwards. But she was well, okay. So for me, the Eternals was what should have happened a little bit while back. But this was like a darker tone for Marvel for me, like a darker
uh huh,
tone of like what could have but didn't happen because of certain reasons and stuff like that, but the introduction of a darker realm, like it gets darker because it gets there's a higher being, a higher power and stuff like that.
yeah, like
And
Celestial and all that.
yeah, yeah, and so it gets like it gets even like the gravity of everything just gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
So like the director, right, she said that she took inspiration from Zack Snyder's Justice League because of the way that she made that. And these are the gods, and technically we had Icarus that was Superman,
uh-huh.
uh and then you
Yeah,
had
pretty much.
yeah, we had the Flash, and then we had the guy who can manipulate people, stuff like that.
Yeah,
What's his name? Barry Keoghan, the
uh,
guy who played the Joker.
yeah. I
He
can't
played
remember
it.
his
I,
character's
I liked
name.
his
Like,
character, but suppose I thought they were gonna be like they were gonna help introduce the mutants somehow, you know, like I thought they were gonna be the reason the way they open it, but I just like that darker side. Like Logan, like I love Logan because of the darker side
Uh,
of Wolverine. And like
yeah,
I
sure.
know a lot of people hate Origins, like Wolverine Origins,
Yeah,
but I think they had
golly.
really good element. The whole war thing, him and I know him and Sabretooth aren't really brothers, right? But
Yeah.
it was cool to see them
Yeah,
in war
that was like
together.
the best part of the whole movie. Like the best part of the movie was like the action scenes or the scenes with like Logan and Sabretooth,
Yeah,
Victor. I mean, everything else was just crap. Like, Deadpool and everything.
yeah.
Like, it was just like, yeah, what in the world is this? But like the scenes with like Wolverine and Victor and all that, that was good. And like Silver Fox, that was a good little cute
Yeah.
little thing. You know what I mean? But,
It's just the ending, right? It just fell off. It was just like, all right, what
yeah,
do we
it's
gotta
just
do here?
like, come on, like, what is this? And then like,
Yeah. And like the
uh,
Wolverine, the one where he loses his powers and stuff like that. Like I have a love hate relationship with that movie because I was just like that
the one
movie could.
that was in Japan.
Yeah, the one in
Well,
Japan.
he was yeah,
I had
yeah.
a
I
love
saw that
hate.
once, I saw that once, and I never saw it again. Like it
Oh,
was just like,
really? I watched it a couple
yeah,
times already.
I watched it once in like in the theaters, and I'm just like, yeah, that's enough. Like I don't know, like it just didn't
That's enough.
really.
That's enough. We're done.
Yeah, yeah, that's enough. Like the
You know,
replay value was not. I mean,
it's not that good. It's a really slow story, and it's just like, ah, come on,
yeah.
like we already had enough of these like sad stories and stuff like that. But Logan, I think Logan is my favorite X-Men movie, to be honest, because they like
No, my favorite X Men
introduce,
movie.
huh? Sorry.
Oh, go. No, my favorite X Men movie is Days of Future Past. That was very good.
Oh
With
yeah, I like. Did you see the
yeah,
road cut? The road cut that they added Rogue in it for
yeah,
an
yeah,
extra
yeah,
15 minutes.
yeah.
I didn't hate that. I thought that was actually really cool.
Yeah, I didn't hate it either, but like like I was telling somebody the other day, like like the X Men franchise, what they did to the Rogue character is just like it's
Yeah,
so wrong. Like Rogue and Cyclops, they just messed them up. Like where
100%.
it's just 100%. Like they hopefully Marvel when when they reboot it,
Yeah.
they do bring justice to Rogue
This
and
is this is
Cyclops
exactly
because
why I'm saying that they need new characters, bro. This is why I'm telling you that they need a
yeah.
different Professor X. They need a new Wolverine. They need a new
Well,
everything.
they
Let it
yeah. I
go,
mean, like
bro. Bro, let
I
it
can
go.
see like a different Professor X. I mean, but Wolverine, Hugh Jackman was so good. Like I don't, what I mean, but
Yeah, because
what
I
I mean,
know
other
they try to
characters.
reboot the X-Men and stuff, and it's just like I didn't hate it, but I started hating it towards the end because like First Class, right? X-Men First Class was good.
Oh
I thought
yeah,
it was
yeah.
good.
First
The
class is
second one
good.
was like,
Days of
okay,
Future Past.
yeah. I was like, okay, I could see this, turning the tide, and then it became Apocalypse, and I was just like, for real, bro,
Oh yeah,
dude, this is
yeah.
ridiculous. I
That
love
was
Oscar
that's a good
Isaac,
one.
but that was ridiculous.
Nah, man. Yeah, like it was just how the story was written. It was just like, come on now.
Yeah,
It
it
was
just,
written just really poorly. And then like Dark Phoenix, you're just like, what
bro,
is
I
this?
didn't hate that movie either. I hate the fact that they were told to cut the scene where she goes to outer space
Uh huh.
because it was too similar to Captain Marvel, and they were about to release
Oh
Captain
yeah.
Marvel 2, so they had to reshoot the ending, the third act of Dark Phoenix, and I think that
Uh
that
huh.
third act that it seems really off too. And I was just like, yeah, I think they had a good element here. I think what happened is like the ending that they had to redo. The ending is just, I feel like it didn't make sense anymore. Like it's just more
Yeah,
confusing.
yeah.
I know they try to
It
do
is.
make their own ties and stuff like that, but I do love Oscar Isaac. Like I didn't like him as Apocalypse, but I love him as an actor. I love him in Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Oh, like I would say before.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. He's
sorry.
a good actor, but Apocalypse was just like
It was
it
ridiculous.
was really
He was too
bad. It
short.
was
He
really
was too short. Like
he
I'm
was he
I'm
was
short, but he
yeah,
was.
cause yeah, he was just like he was just chilling. He was shorter than like like Raven. He's shorter than like like Psylocke. I'm like, yo, what the world?
Yeah,
Even the comics like Apocalypse was chilling. He was like 8 feet tall. Like what I mean?
exactly.
So
I know
you
that they
know,
try to fix it with the part where he was in
he
Xavier's
goes
head.
the giant. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I was just like, oh, now
yeah.
he's big. Now he's growing.
Now he's big, but that's on the astral plane. But I'm just like, even when he's chilling,
Yeah,
he should be like at least 8 feet tall. Like that's
yeah,
how tall he was.
yeah.
But I
Do
mean,
you
he's like Thanos size, just chilling.
Yeah, exactly. That is actually true. Do you think we're gonna see the Midnight Suns? My
Yeah,
friend
there's
is the one
rumors
who told
about
me.
that.
My friend told me about that,
Um,
and I was like, dude, I looked it up. I was like, dude, this will be awesome. You have Punisher, Daredevil, Moon Knight, Doctor Strange, and Ghost
and
Rider
Blade,
too.
right?
And
Or
Blade,
no,
yes,
okay,
yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
Blade.
Yeah.
Well, they're introducing all the characters. They have the other characters, like they introduced like the like the Netflix. into the Marvel Universe Netflix show. So they have the Punisher, they have Daredevil,
Yeah.
they have like they have all the characters. They have Blade, they have all the characters. So why not? You know what I mean? Why not?
I'll be
So,
down because like I like again like I was saying about Moon Knight. I was trying to throw that in there somewhere, but I did know about Moon Knight, like the character from Marvel, but
uh-huh.
because when I found the comic book of DC versus Marvel that they used to do like you know like versus comic books. I think it was like 3 volumes of it, and then they did like a combination of the characters mixed together. I saw that the closest thing to Batman was Moon Knight, and I was like, oh, okay. So I kind of knew the character. I didn't know who
Huh?
Mark Spector was. I didn't know who
Yeah.
Jake Lockley was. I didn't know Stephen Grant. But I actually, what do you think about Moon Knight right now? The series. Have you already watching it?
Yeah. I'm on stay on Moon Knight. Like I didn't really know anything about Moon Knight. I just know he was a guy like just fighting. Like the only thing I really knew about Moon Knight was that like like he was just like on the Midnight Suns, and so I didn't really know anything about the character. So when I watched the show, I was just like, okay, so this he's like split,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
guy
yeah.
is split. He was like all the different personalities. So that kind of took me by surprise, and I was just like, okay, I like it. So because before that I didn't know anything about Moon Knight, so
Yeah.
I mean I heard of him, but I just never knew anything about him. So like seeing them have the god conscious whatever his name was controlling
Khonshu.
him and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Khonshu, yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
good. I think it's a good series, but yeah, like do you think it's gonna Marvel is gonna more rely more on, series, the Disney Plus series, or you think they're gonna shoot out more movies? I know that they did like a time slate, right? They
Yeah,
did.
they did all the shows that's coming out. Like they have like so many shows on Disney Plus. Like they have Miss Marvel comes out in June,
Yeah.
and then they have like Ironheart has her own TV show. Echo, the girl Echo from Hawkeye, she has her own
Yeah.
show. Um, the like Armored Wars have their own show.
Oh
Like
yeah,
the
the
War
armor
Machine.
isn't
Yeah,
War Machine coming back, and then
yeah, War Machine.
Ironheart
Yeah,
is coming out too.
or something like that. Yeah. So they
Yeah.
have like a slew of stuff. So I'm excited about it, man. Marvel. See, Marvel. That's the thing about Marvel. Marvel is just like they have everything. They're very organized. They have everything
Are they really
out, and
organized, bro?
they are, bro. No,
No, I think
no,
sometimes
no,
I think
no,
you're giving them way too much credit.
no. They're very organized. They have everything planned out. Where I mean, Marvel Studios. We're not talking about
No,
Sony
no, no,
Universe.
no.
We're not talking about.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But if you think about it, Kevin Feige didn't think about the MCU like right now, like what's going on right now. I think we're kind of like in limbo. That's what I'm saying. You just said
What do
that
you mean, Limbo?
you just said you read an article that Kevin Feige is preparing the next 10 years. So I'm saying like he prepared the 10 years, for, the MCU when it started, right? And now he's preparing the next 10 years. But I think right now we're in limbo because like it's like after Doctor Strange is where we're gonna know where that next phase, because this is phase 4, right? But phase 4 for me, I think is a transition phase, and then we're gonna go to phase 5, and phase 5 is gonna from phase 5 to like phase 8 or something. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna keep going with the phases,
How many
but
phases? I know, right?
but then I think it's gonna go back into like a timeline, like this happens here, this happens here. Right now, we're all over because of the Loki show, the Wanda show, this Doctor Strange movie that's coming out. We're all over the place. That's
Uh,
why I'm saying like we're in limbo because we don't know what timeline we're following yet. But I think we're
I mean,
gonna
we're
know
following
soon.
like the timeline we're following is the timeline that's right after No Way Home. And then
Yeah,
there'll be
but
Doctor
that's the
Strange.
thing because we don't know that timeline yet because we don't know what heroes are where, because okay,
What do you
right,
mean? What
the
heroes are where?
like I'm saying right now, okay, when I go like this, I'm trying I'm
Yeah.
trying to make you see that there's different timelines going on at the same time, so we don't know
Sure.
what characters are going to stay, which ones are going to go out, so you know what I mean. So right now we're in limbo because we're just like we don't know where we at just yet. I know that there's a timeline, but I'm saying even Kevin Feige knew that this time right here that we're like in phase 4, he didn't know exactly what was going to go down. But now he seems like they're gonna get back into like this is where we're going from here on out. I don't think they're gonna keep doing the multiverse. I doubt it. Like
I
there has to be
mean, yeah,
has to be a little bit
multiverse
more
of madness.
organized. It doesn't
Yeah, it's
seem
gonna
too
be more
organized. That's what
organized.
I'm saying.
I mean, because the it was all on a single one until like the events of Loki that kind of just messed everything up. All the multiverses and all that. And then this movie is just gonna do all the crazy stuff. So they might bring it back after this movie. We don't know yet because like because you think Thor Love and Thunder happens right after, or does it happen right after Doctor Strange versus Doctor Stranger is going to be at the same time, or what do you think for
Dude, that is
Love and
actually,
Thunder?
I didn't even think about it. Like I didn't even think. Let
Yeah,
me. It's because
because it
Thor
could be happen like
Thor
because that
got
doesn't happen on Earth. You know, I mean
yeah
that happened on somewhere else. So you
yeah.
know what I mean.
Well, he
So
got fit again, so I'm gonna say sometime past because
yeah,
he went with the Guardians, I guess, for some
yeah,
time.
and then he got fit. Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
right after Endgame, and then like yeah, so
So I'm gonna say like maybe a few years past, maybe. But I
I,
don't know.
I don't think it's that long. It's probably at the same. It's probably the same time. Like might happen the same time as
Doctor Strange.
because yeah, because Doctor Strange happened. Look like Doctor Strange happened right after
No Way Home.
WandaVision,
Oh,
and
okay.
WandaVision happened right after Endgame because it showed when
Yeah,
when the
where
I
she was
can't remember her name,
distraught. She was a yeah.
Yeah, Monica came back from the dust and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it happened right after Endgame,
Yeah.
and then this one happens right after WandaVision. So and then like Thor left with the Guardians right after Endgame. So and then he goes and get fit, and then I'm thinking by the timeline it should be like since Multiverse of Madness happened on Earth, um, you know, um, I mean, Love and Thunder is happening like on a different planet. Could be happening at the same time though.
How is it in a different planet when what's it called Asgard was destroyed?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
The,
Brooks.
yeah,
This dude
oh
says he's
yeah,
a
you're right.
Marvel fan, and then look,
No,
he
no,
doesn't even know
no,
the
no, no, it
timeline.
happened.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm
No,
just
because
kidding.
Asgard happened on Earth because they showed like Valkyrie like
Yeah, but
sitting on
now
a
they
board.
came to Earth. Yes, this is true. But how does Lady Thor show up? Because isn't what's her name? God, what's her name? The girl who
Jane Foster,
no 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 no
Foster,
no not Jane Foster.
Natalie
I'm saying
Portman,
no the girl who took over for Thor. It's like years
Valkyrie.
ago. Valkyrie. Yeah. So is Valkyrie gonna give like Lady Thor the reins to Asgard? I don't know. It does seem like it's in a
I
different
mean,
planet. It does seem like it's in a different planet. It doesn't seem like it's on Earth. You know?
no, no, like no. Thor happened on a different planet, but then the Asgard and Valkyrie because they're showing scenes on the trailer where it looked like Asgard was like some kind of tourist attraction, and then like you see Valkyrie in a suit like she's just sitting there looking bored.
Yeah.
That's all in the trailer. So like I mean that could happen like right after Endgame.
Yeah. That is true. That is true.
Yeah, that is true.
Sorry, I just threw you like on the bus real quick. I was just like, he doesn't know what he's doing. No, just kidding.
nah,
Uh,
nah.
but yeah, like so you have any closing remarks for what's gonna happen with Sony, with Marvel, with what the future holds? You say you're excited. You don't know what really to
Oh yeah.
expect because they have so many different avenues that they could take. But
Yeah, they have so many different avenues. So you know what to expect, but I'm just excited about it. Sony, I don't know, man. They don't know what they're doing. It's just like this El Morte, like I don't know, man.
can I
Like
just say that Craven looks like trash already? I just don't. I don't think I'm
I
gonna like
mean,
it.
the only thing I saw from Craven was like like some pictures of the guy running in it. Yeah, it was something like I don't know. I got to see more. Yeah, I mean, we know Chameleon's gonna be like I guess the villain Craven, or he's gonna be a villain,
Right?
but
Because he's
not
his
the
brother or
villain.
something like that, right? He's,
Maybe I don't know. I don't know. They always twist things around, but
you're right.
um, So, but I mean, but yeah. So Sony, I'm not quite sure about, but Marvel, I know Marvel, Marvel Studios, they know what they're doing. So like
Yeah.
they got Doctor Strange, they got Thor, they got Black Panther 2 coming out. So they got like all that stuff. The Marvels, which the Marvels, I hate Captain Marvel, so you know,
I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good. Because what do you think?
uh,
Like Monica Rambeau, I forgot she's in there. She's gonna be a
yeah,
different version of Captain Marvel, right?
yeah. In the comics, she's actually the original Captain Marvel. So,
Oh, okay.
um,
See,
yeah,
I didn't
in
know
the
that.
comics, she's the original Captain Marvel, and then like so yeah, she's gonna be in it, and then like Carol Danvers is gonna be in it, and Kamala Khan is gonna be in it.
But you're
So
hoping that Carol Danvers dies, right? You're hoping that Wanda kills her.
I mean, they're not gonna kill her because but like I mean, if she does, I mean, I'll be like, yo, but
This is
they're
the
not gonna
best
do it.
movie
But
ever. This is the
I
best
know,
movie.
right?
Right after she
Golly.
dies, you're like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. Um,
It's gonna be
Yeah.
like the thing I posted in my story where everybody claps in the audience, like everybody stands up and clap, like oh my god, it's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, Daryl, thank you, bro, for doing this with me. This was fun.
Oh, no
I love
problem,
doing this.
man.
We gotta talk about more Marvel stuff in the future.
Yeah,
Also, if y'all don't know, I'm gonna put his Instagram on in the description because he does a lot of cosplay, and I love his cosplay, man, because
yeah.
he's just so innovative. So, Daryl, that's so cool, bro. Keep doing it, man, because it looks
Oh
great.
man,
Maybe one day
appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I'll get the courage to do it with you because I know you
Yeah,
invited me
man, do it,
once.
man. It's fun.
Yeah,
Oh
I really
yeah,
want
oh
to do it.
yeah, yeah. It's fun, man. It's fun, and just go to cons and stuff, and because like if you ever go to a con, just kind of not dressed up, you kind of feel out of place. You see
Yeah,
everybody dressed up, you just like walking around like, so it's just fun, and now just like, and now I go to so many cons. I'm going to one in a few weeks in
yeah. You
Orlando,
got
and it's gonna
MegaCon, right? Or something like that.
yeah, MegaCon in Orlando, and then so that's gonna be a fun time, and it's just fun, man. It's a hobby, like and then like I have my own like cosplay group that we gotta go out and wear cosplay, do stuff. So hopefully, I mean, maybe one day like it becomes something where we get monetary pay from. But right now
That'd
it's
be
just a
cool.
fun hobby to do.
Yeah,
Yeah, right
that'd
now
be
it's just
cool,
a
man.
fun hobby to do, and it's just fun, man. It's just like I'm always like, cause so many people do it right now. It's so popular right now. So and I see other people do it, and that inspires me to like make mine better because like
Yeah,
you just gotta make because the thing is growth and just making yours look better and making me better and stuff like that.
yeah,
So
yeah. Because you put a lot
that's
of
what it's
detail to
about.
it, so I'm just like always like, damn, dude. Like every time you're gonna put, you're
Yeah,
like, what do you think I'm doing next? I was
because
like, I'm so excited. I really want to see what he's gonna do next.
yeah, because like the thing was like when you first get into cosplay, of course you buy you have to go out and buy cosplays and stuff, and then but that gets really really expensive.
Yeah,
So I just started learning how to make stuff. So everything I pretty much now I just make my own stuff. Like I have a 3D printer where I print my stuff and
yeah,
I just make stuff and it looks better because you're making it and then I'm an artist so
yeah,
you see all the details we're put in it and so I mean it's really cool. It's really rewarding, and then go out and people like give you compliments on how you look, because
yeah,
yesterday we went out, and it was just fun, man. It was just really cool.
yeah. That's cool, man. What kind of 3D printer you got?
I have a Ender like Creativity Ender 3. That's like the it's like if you're getting to 3D printing, that's like the one that's like the beginner's printer that everybody it's so cause it's so easy to use. So once you get the hang of it, you can start printing, and they run you about like two to $300. So they're not expensive, but they're small. So you got to print everything in pieces to like if you want like a helmet, you got to print it all in pieces because they're too small. You want to get like a bigger one where you can print all in one run.
Yeah,
That costs you like maybe $500-600, but
yeah.
but the small one you it'll print the same thing just in pieces.
Yeah, I want to make my helmet for my Darth Bat Pod because I just want to make it's a half Batman, half Darth Vader mask that I want to do.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, you could do that. You could do that actually, because you just get the file, then slice it. Just slice the Batman, slice the Darth Vader,
yeah.
and then after you print it out, you just glue it together.
How much
It's
would it
kind of
cost for
hard.
me to get you to do that for me? Because I feel like I'm gonna spend more money trying to make it myself.
Yeah, yeah. Like the thing is, it takes too much time. The thing about 3D printing is you can print all this cool stuff, but it takes way too long because like each piece takes like at least like 4 to 5 hours. So
Yeah,
a typical helmet, if I was trying to print it probably take about two weeks of printing.
damn.
And then once you print it, you gotta put it all together. You got sand, a lot of sanding, and then
Yeah,
paint it and stuff like that. And then and then you have it. But it just takes too much time. So and like the thing is, I don't want to sell. Like all people ask me how much it costs to read print. So I'm just like it takes way too much time. And what I mean. And the thing is, like when I'm printing stuff for my stuff, I like because I'm doing it for me. Like I know, like if there's any like imperfections, I'm okay with it because I know about it. But like giving somebody else, I'm just like,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah, like I don't want to like give them something that's like imperfect or something like that. And you know what I mean? So
yeah.
that's
I get
that's
it
what
though, man.
it is.
But again, once again, thank you, Daryl, for doing this with me. This was fun. I'm excited. Don't put no spoilers, man, because you get to see it before me.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
put any
No,
spoilers on me,
I
bad.
won't.
I'm like, I'm never invited this dude again. But hopefully, we could do another one after we watch it. We both watch it, maybe with a couple
Oh
friends
yeah, sure.
who else gonna join this to see what their thoughts and theories are for the future after the Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
I
after we
don't know
watch
if you
it, because
guys
right
watch it.
now it could be anything. Yeah,
Yeah,
right now it could be anything because so much possibility. But after we watch it, we come back and then say we give our thoughts and like
yeah,
we're gonna go from here.
yeah, yeah. But again, once again, thank you. Thank you guys all
All
for
right, man.
watching. And y'all already know what to do. And always remember, I'm trying to get my mic right, right? That's life. Okay. I'm just trying to get my friend back on here. I'm trying to get him. Sometimes you get that Zoom thing, where you can't follow the thing. You can't follow. Sometimes Zoom sucks, but I still pay for it. Why are you paying for it, Ray? I'm just trying to get him back on here. Just need a little bit of help. I'd be like Thor and be like, I'm now. Send some help. Oh my god. No, I didn't summon you, bro.
Yeah, just check the audio thingy on.
Yeah, yeah,
Just yeah, on the
I
thing.
know.